10 surprising indications that a male coworker is interested in you. It's not as difficult as you think to determine whether a male colleague likes you. However, if you are in question, the following signs should assist you. Number 1. He frequently compliments you. Receiving amazing praises from a male coworker on a regular basis is not a subtle indication that he admires you. Without a question, everyone enjoys being appreciated. Or who on earth is enraged upon hearing your intelligence contributed to the success of this project? At the very least, she is not a lady. Though acknowledging a colleague's excellent advice is universal. However, once he begins to get personal, you can be certain he desires more from you. Typically, these compliments are delivered in phases. From "you look lovely this morning" to "your pinkish lips compliment your clothing well." He then discusses the characteristics of your womanhood. He's already flirting with you. Number 2. He initiates contact with you via social media. The majority of firms have regulations governing employee relationships. And even if that is not the case in your office, a wise man understands that he will not receive the attention he desires from you in a professional environment. In the corporate environment, it's uncommon for a male colleague to send a private message to a female colleague if he hasn't been paying her more attention. If you notice a male colleague inquiring about your social media handle or profile name, he may be on the lookout for a fertile ground for his interest. Number 3. He initiates conversations that are unrelated to business. It's not simply tedious for a male coworker to inquire daily about how you're coping with workplace chores, it's awful. Consider a guy who only asks how was work today, on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. How, after all, could intimacy flourish with such an attitude? When a male coworker likes you, he will initiate conversations that are not related to work. He'd inquire about your last birthday party and the present your partner got you. All of these are subtle indications that he's emotionally invested in you. Number 4. When you begin to share personal anecdotes. Best friends are well known for one thing: their ability to converse esoterically. That is, engage in a real-time dialogue that would be impenetrable to others. When you begin sharing inside jokes with one another and others begin to wonder what you're laughing about, you know something is cooking. Consider that, even if he is amusing to everyone, he appreciates private moments with you. Number 5. You notice he spends an inordinate amount of time alone with you. Here's a sign that few women notice. Are you aware of why? A lady rarely rejects company. You share lunch and drive home in the same automobile. That could be a hint. However, conduct a check beforehand. Is he spending more time with you than with his other female coworkers? If you said yes, what he's looking for is a rich environment in which to cultivate his intention. Number 6. He feels a sense of obligation. If you've spent any time in the romance world, you've probably heard of hero instinct. Every man possesses it. Allow me to ask you this: how do you make him feel every time he is in your presence? What is your reaction whenever he demonstrates that innate capacity for protection? You acknowledging it may drive him insane with want for you. It would give him a sense of purpose. Thus, the fact that he compliments you is sufficient to cause him to pay attention to your characteristics. You should be well aware of this. Number 7. He suddenly begins to dress impeccably. Everyone is aware of how carefree a man's appearance may be. On a lighter note, some guys would welcome the opportunity to work in their jammies. However, all of that changes when he discovers a butterfly in his stomach. You are aware, correct? When a man abruptly begins to scrutinize his appearance in this manner, it is a solid indicator he is developing a romantic crush on a lady. Number 8. He locks his gaze on you. You and I are both familiar with the seductive look that men give when admiring a woman's beauty. Once apprehended, he removes his eyes. However, some courageous individuals would merely smile in response. In either case, if he does not do the same thing to another female coworker, you may confidently assert that he desires something from you. Number 9. He keeps his gaze fixed on you. Almost every lady enjoys having a confident man around. Confidence becomes much more critical when a love element is present. You can readily tell whether a guy is hesitant by how well he can lock his gaze on yours while chatting. When a man initiates eye contact with a female employee, he may be attempting to establish rapport with her. If the man does not do this to another person, it is self-evident that he admires you. Number 10. He becomes your office's all-time savior. As I previously stated, all males are programmed with a protective instinct. Though this is not something they readily demonstrate in a work context. However, once a guy develops an interest in you, it becomes nearly impossible for him to withdraw his gaze whenever you require assistance. Furthermore, a savvy guy understands that showing up during your most vulnerable moments benefits him. That way, he'd be able to cement his relationship with you. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.